By the early 1950s, America was booming. Soldiers had returned home, highways were stretching across the nation, and families were chasing something new, the American dream. Ford had already made its mark with the first F-Series, rugged, reliable, and built to work. But by 1953, the world wanted more than a workhorse. It wanted comfort, style, pride. And that's when Ford delivered this, the F-100. A truck so bold and beautiful, it didn't just haul loads, it hauled a new era. Let's rewind to the early 1950s. America was on the move, literally. Factories were running again, families were buying homes, and cars weren't just tools anymore. They were symbols of progress. Ford saw it coming. People still needed trucks, but now they wanted something they could be proud to park in their driveway, not just at the job site. So when Ford celebrated its 50th anniversary in 1953, it wasn't just marking a milestone, it was reinventing the future of trucks. The old F1 retired, and in its place came the brand new F-100, along with the bigger F-250 and F-350. This was more than just a model change, it was a total redesign. The new body was lower, wider, and sleeker, with a single-piece curved windshield that looked futuristic for its time. Chrome details, bolder fenders, and that signature power dome hood gave it presence, something no pickup had before. It was the first truck that looked just as good outside a suburban home as it did out on the farm. And for the first time, Americans began to see trucks not only as tools, but as companions. Of course, looks weren't enough. Ford made sure the new F-100 had the muscle to match. Under that hood, you could get the proven 215 cubic inch inline-six, simple, steady, and reliable. But for those craving more grunt, Ford offered the 317 cubic inch Power King V8. That V8 changed everything. It roared to life with 130 horsepower, pure strength for hauling, towing, and showing off. And remember, this was the 1950s, the golden age of power and chrome. When cars were big, bold, and full of attitude, the F-100 fit right in. But the magic wasn't just under the hood, it was inside the cab. The F-100 was the first Ford truck to blend comfort and utility. The cab was wider, the seats softer, and the dashboard looked more like a car's than a work truck's. The ride was smoother too, thanks to better suspension and sound insulation. Suddenly, owning a truck didn't mean giving up comfort. Farmers could head into town with pride. Families could use their trucks for weekend trips, and culturally, something shifted. The F-100 blurred the line between a working man's tool and a proud man's toy. It wasn't just a vehicle, it was freedom on four wheels. In 1953, a brand new Ford F-100 cost around $1,600, roughly $18,000 in today's money. It was affordable for the average working family, yet felt far more premium than its rivals. Chevy and Dodge tried to keep up, but Ford's mix of design, comfort, and reliability made it stand out. While others were building trucks for farms, Ford was building one for America's future. The 1953 to 1956 F-100 wasn't just a truck, it was a turning point. It marked the moment Ford stopped building tools and started building icons. Today, restored F-100s are prized collectibles, loved for their beauty, simplicity, and soul. And when you look at today's F-150, you can still see traces of that DNA. It's the same spirit, just modernized, tough, timeless, and proudly American. So next time you see an F-100 rolling by, remember, this was the truck that redefined the American dream. Want to see how Ford evolved from this to today's all-electric F-150 Lightning? Watch the full F-Series evolution, link in the description. And don't forget, subscribe, because this is just the beginning of our journey through the legends that shaped the road.